Okay, so we are back. Hello, Ernesto. And let me see. Hi, Luis. Okay, so let's go back to Moodle. Now we're ready to work on the quizzes. There's two different quizzes. I'll show you.
Disculpe si revisó mi
Yes.
chat.
No, let me see. No, but I don't have any messages. Did you write to WhatsApp? Okay, let me see. Give me one moment.
Sí, was.
Okay. I was checking Zoom. Okay, my lady. Okay, good. Okay.
Okay,
Of
Miss.
course. Bye.
Muchas gracias.
Take care. No, don't worry. Okay, so let's go back to Moodle. There's two different quizzes still pending about be going to, right? So this is what you will get to see in Moodle. Let me exit the edit mode. So we are in Unit 3A, and we were talking about plans, about future arrangements, about predictions, about different activities we're planning to do this weekend or maybe next year, our plans, right? Now, we managed to listen to 3 different people talking about their plans, and now we didn't do this one, and that's activity 3A, and this is from the airport interviews. So let's try it now. Okay. Let me see something. There you go. So this is taken from the 3 different people planning to go to different places. We had Olivia, Matthew, and Lily, right? So there's 3 different statements from these airport interviews, but there's some missing gaps of information, okay? So there's different pieces of information missing, and we need to write them in here, okay? So what is it missing in here? Who was going to teach English to young children? Okay. So I think that was, who it was? Lily, Matthew, or Olivia. So there were 3 different people, right? Olivia, right? So what were her plans? She
going to teach.
She's going to teach English to young children. So that was Olivia. What about number 2? How long? And that is how long? If it's a question, how long is she going to be there for? Or how long is she gonna stay there for? For how many days? I don't know if she mentioned the amount of time she was going to spend. I think she said a month, right? She was planning to teach English, and then she was planning to explore and to get to know Nicaragua, right? For the rest of the time she was spending in Nicaragua. Okay, so we have to type here the question. How long is she going to stay there for? Right?
Teacher,
Yes.
a question.
Yes, of course.
This activity 3A.
Yeah, this is activity 3A from unit 3A.
Thanks.
And then number 3, yes, of course. It's winter in Australia, so how is it going to be? I mean, talking about the weather, right? I think Matthew mentioned that specific kind of information. And number 4, you at the airport, then they ask them, who is it going to pick you up at the airport? And this is just for Olivia. I think this is all this information is just for the first traveler, for Olivia. They ask her, what are you going to go? Where are you going to go? Why are you going to be there? And how long are you going to be staying there? How is the weather going to be like? And who is going to meet you at the airport? And finally, he said, I'm sure you are going to have a great time. So that was the end of the conversation with Olivia. Okay, let me see if I have that in my slides. I don't know if we completed that kind of section. But that section, see, we go back to Moodle. I don't know if we were able to complete that. So I think that all these pieces of information come from Olivia. She said, I'm going to teach English to young children. That was the first one. How long are you going to be there for? How long? That was the amount of time, right? How long are you going to be there for? And then number 3, if it's winter time in Australia, that was for traveler number 2. That was for Matthew, I believe, for the model. And he said, it's going to be quite cold.
You're not sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. And then is he going to meet you at the airport? That was the 4th question. And finally, I'm sure you're going to have a great time. Let me go back. I thought I was sharing the screen. Let me go back. Okay, sorry. Okay, so that was quiz 3A from unit 3A. So look at these sentences taken from the interview to these 3 different travelers and complete the gaps with the form of be plus going to plus a verb. Okay, I think all of you are trying now. Everyone is trying. There's no contractions in this, in these statements. So we're not using any contractions because we're writing the whole statement, right? He is going to, she is going to stay, it is going to be. So we are not using any contractions now. So we shouldn't have that kind of issue as it happened with other quizzes with contractions. So try it for the first time on your own. Try to do it yourself. And then if you made a mistake, you will get to see what the mistake was, and then you can try it again. Don't worry if you don't have 10 in all of the quizzes. It might happen that you're missing one question that it was wrong, because you can always go back and try again. Okay, Gab is working. Wendy, Carla, Luis, Daniela. Let me see who's missing. Ernesto, where is Ernesto? Ernesto no lo veo aquí. Juan Fernando. Juan Sobenes is here. Juan Guillermo. Juan Fernando is here. Juan Guillermo, I'm missing. Jessica. Jessica, ¿cómo le va? Where is Jessica? Jessica, I don't see you in the quizzes. We're working on this one, Jessica. Look, I'm going to go back. Right now, we are on unit 3A, right? We managed to finish 1A, B, C, 2A, B, C, and now we are on unit number 3. Okay, this is where we are. The first quiz was done, 1B, and then we talk about plans and traveling, and then going to. So this is the first practice for the grammar section, going to. And this is how the quiz looks like. But I want you to try it on your own. 1, you can try again. Okay, I show you how they look like. Maybe you were missing something, some piece of information on the first one. Maybe that's why it was wrong, because we wrote she is going to teach, but if that is it, they were interviewing her, this is what she answered. She said, I am going to teach English to young children. Those were their answers, right? I am going to teach English to young children. That was the first one. Number two, the interviewer asked, how long are you going to be there for? Is it a month, 2 months, a week? So that was number two. How long are you going to be there for? And number three, this question was done to Matthew, the model. It's winter time in Australia now. So he said, it's going to be quite cold. So this is the only one where you need to add contractions. There is only one. It's going to, or you can always write, it is going to be quite cold, and it should be fine. Number four, is he going to meet you at the airport? They ask Lily, right? The third traveler, about her former boyfriend, right? Is he going to meet you at the airport? And she said, maybe, who knows, right? And then number five, they told her, I'm sure you're going to have a great time. That was another statement from the interview to the travelers. Okay, maybe if you had something that you have to correct, you can always go back. It's just 5 statements. Okay, now try again. I think everybody is trying again. Ernesto is there, Wilson. Okay, Jessica, good. Wendy, Kateshi, good. So try again. I'll wait 2 more minutes, okay? What is Reese? Reese is done. Okay. Well, Reese can always try again if you want. And that is activity 3A from unit 3A. Okay. Okay. Let's see how you're doing now. Okay. Okay, let me see who's done. 1. Okay. Okay, Wendy. Okay. 1, Wilson, Natalia, Gabi. Okay, Wendy tried it once and then she tried again. Carla, Juliana, Daniela. Okay. Kateshi. Okay, good.
No entiendo por qué le sale
Yes.
eso. O sea, la primera vez me cerró, pero de ahí lo volví a hacer, pero no sé por qué solo le sale la primera nota.
Let me see. Gabi, let me see. Juliana, right? So that was the first one. And yeah, this is the second time. Yeah, it shows me always.
Ay, sí, Miss.
Ajá.
Miss, le escribí por WhatsApp para
Okay.
cuando pueda leer, porfa.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's
The
move.
second time, teacher.
Yes. Which one?
Wendy.
Wendy. Yeah, let me see. Luis, Gabby, Wendy. There you go. Yeah, it shows me. And if it's when it's like highlighted in blue, it shows you which grade is the platform like accounting as the grade, as the final grade, right? If it was in the first time you didn't, you wanted to go for the second try, this will not be accounted. Este no cuenta. Va a contar la que está sombreada de azul, la que tiene el visto. Esa es la que siempre va a contabilizarse como dentro del puntaje. Ajá. So let's see. We had one more. That was just the first activity from grammar. And then we had one more, 1A. Okay, let's try 1A. Let me see. So in here they give you the verbs, right? So there's going to be the verb be, cook, do, get, not go. So that's going to be a negative statement. Learn, not listen, see, and stay. So this is the first one. It's already been given. What films are you going to see tonight? So that's the first one. So you should be able to check which verb should fit the statement so it makes sense, and always using going to. So what about the first one? Your sister, Chinese. So how can we rewrite the first one? Is your sister
Going to learn.
Is your sister going to learn Chinese? And then it makes sense, right? Learn. Okay. And then number 2, you in class 3 next year. And it already gives you the contraction. So you don't have to write the contraction, but you have to write the rest. You are going to be, right, in class 3 next year. So you don't have to write the contraction. It's already been given. Okay, what about number 3? We
are going to.
We're going to the camping.
We are going to
Go.
camping.
Camping next summer.
I didn't write the one. It's your sister going to learn. I didn't write that one. We're going to in a hotel. So which verb should fit and make sense? So the statement is right. We're going to listen. No. We're going to see. We're going to get. We're going to stay. We're going to stay in a hotel, right? If you're in a hotel, you stay in a hotel. We.
Contraction, we're going to.
We are going.
But it's given already. We're going to get a taxi to the airport. We're going to get a taxi. But you don't have to write anything in here, right? It's weird.
Yes, it's weird.
Yeah, right? It's weird because maybe they made a mistake and they should not have written this section in here, just a taxi to the airport. So you have to write it within the square. Okay, but let's see how it goes. I am going to, right? I'm going to
cook a wonderful meal tonight.
I'm going to cook. It makes sense. I'm going to cook a wonderful meal tonight. Number 6, you can talk, but I'm not going to, not, right? You can talk, but I'm not going to listen. listen to you because it's not listen. So it should be written as a negative statement. And then last one, number 7. What so be is done, cook is done, get is done, not go we are not going to go camping. It's not going to, right? Aquí había un pequeño mistake. We're not going to go camping because the option says not go, right? This is weird because it's like done already. And what is it missing? We have one more that we haven't used. Learn is done, not listen is done. See, stay is done.
What are you going to do?
But do is not done. What are you, or you is done. What are you going to do when you leave school? Now let's see. Let's see what the question says. Let me see if it was fine or not. Okay. Is your sister going to learn Chinese? Okay, that was fine. We're going to be in class 3. We are not going to go camping. We're going to stay in a hotel. Oh, we have to write it. I think that there's a mistake in here, but we still have to write it. We're going to get. So hay que escribirlo igual, porque aquí parece que hubo un error. We're going to get a taxi to the airport. It should have not been written in here, but it was written. I'm going to cook a wonderful meal. You can talk, but I'm not going to listen to you. And finally, what are you going to do when you leave school? So that's number 7. And that's it. Let me see. Oh, Luis is trying again. Gaby. Wilson. Hay una que tiene un error. Una. No debería haberse escrito esta sección aquí, pero lo han escrito en esta que está aquí. We aren't going, no, that one's fine. This one. Pay attention to number 4. You still have to write it. We are going to get, a pesar de que ya esté escrito afuera, hay que escribirlo en el espacio. Sino que aquí, por error, ya lo han escrito. Pero hay que escribirlo de todas maneras en el espacio que está dado ahí. Okay. The rest is fine. I'm going to cook. I'm not going to listen. What are you going to do? So the others are fine. Okay, it was just this one, number 4, that you have to pay attention to. Okay, I'll wait. Okay, I'll wait. I'll give you some minutes so you can work on that activity. Okay, let's see. Let me see if everybody's done. Let's see, let's see. Okay. Taking a little time. Okay, so let me see if everybody's done, if there is one extra something else that we still have to check. Luis is trying again. Jessica, Daniela, Tamaris, and Juliana. Okay, good. Juliana, don't forget that we still have to be here tomorrow, okay? It could be from your phone, it could be from a laptop, bring whatever you have to bring so you don't miss the class, okay? And if you still just will be using the chat, it's fine, okay? But try. Kateshi and Wilson is still working, okay? Now, let's see if we can move to the next one. So there's one more. Still is about making sentences, right? But this is easier because they give you the picture, right? And you know what? Let's try to do it from the slides first because I have that picture on my slides. So I'll show you now. Let me share the access to the slides so we can try it in here. Okay. So let's go to the slides. Let's try to do it in here so it might be easier and faster on the platform, okay? So that was 3A, the one we did already, right? And now 3B, but the pictures are given, so it might be easier. And there's less options. There's just the verb to be that might be used twice, love and rain. And still it's about making sentences using going to plus a verb. So what about the first one is done? The sky is dark, so he said, it's going to rain. It looks like it's about to rain. It's going to rain. Okay, that's a prediction. Number 2, so there's a little girl with her mom and they are shopping and she's like pointing at something she wants to buy, probably, right? She's asking her mother. So what could be the missing piece of information? Not that one. It said the mother, right? Why she doesn't want to buy the toy. It happens with children when we are outside and we go to a shopping center and they want you to buy everything, right? But what do you tell your children? No, not that one. It, at the end, when you have to pay, you realize that you have to pay a lot of money. So you tell the kid, no, not that one, because that might be too expensive, right? But how do you write it using going to? ¿Qué dice? ¿Qué dice el público? Gaby.
It is going to be,
Ajá. No, it's going to be too expensive, right? Eso es lo que generalmente las mamás les decimos. No, it's going to be too expensive. Está muy caro, right? Let me write it outside. It is going to I'm sorry, it's going to be, because then when they have to pay, they realize that it is too expensive. It should be here. No, it's going to be too expensive. So that's number 2. What about number 3? We
are going to arrive late for work.
but arrive is not one of the options. So
we
what
are
would you
going to be late for
Mhm.
work.
Yes, no. Yes, of course. We are going to be late for work because there's a lot of traffic and they're stuck in the traffic. So they might think that that's a prediction. They're predicting that they are going to be late for work because of the traffic. Good. What about number 3?
You are going to love this book.
Excellent, excellent, Juan. You are going to love this book. So he's making a suggestion. He's recommending, and yes, he's suggesting the girl, and he's predicting that she's going to love it, right? So he said, you are going to love this book. I know for sure. I'm predicting that. Okay, I'm trying to make them a little smaller in here. So by the time you have to go to, or we have, let me try to fix it. Moving it a little bit, okay. Because then it's difficult to read, right? Okay. And that's it. So that should be Grammar Bank quiz 3B, right? And that will be exactly the same as it is in Moodle. Okay, now let's go back to Moodle. See? Where is Moodle? Okay, right here. Okay, there we are. We're back to Moodle. It's the same picture, same options, but in here we have to type. But since we already did it, it should be really easy now. It is going to rain. And then the lady said to the girl, not that one. It's going to be too expensive. And then number 3, I'm sorry. We're going to be late for work because of the traffic. And number 4, you are going to love this book. And that's it. Okay. And there you go. So try to do it. It should not take more than,
Esa es la Grammar Band, ¿verdad?
excuse me?
Esa actividad es la Grammar Band, ¿verdad?
Correcto.
Ah, sí, sí, sí.
Ajá, este es el Grammar Bank. El
Pensé que
Grammar
había
Bank,
visto otra.
ajá, el Grammar Bank, acuérdense que Moodle siempre tiene diferentes secciones. Siempre tiene un vocabulary section, Grammar Bank. On Grammar Bank, there's usually 2 activities, only 2 quizzes. And then there's going to be another about reading, and there's going to be another one about listening. And then there might be about pronunciation, a quiz too. That's why we have a lot of quizzes to work. And this is Grammar Bank 1B. These Grammar Bank activities are taken from the book. And what I do is that I go to the student book and I try to grab the same picture so it matches with the activity in Moodle. Mm-hmm. See, how are we doing? I'm still missing some students here. I can just see Damaris, Natalia, and Juan were done, right? I still need other people here. I still need, okay, Juan is working, Juan Guillermo, Luis, what is Luis? Luis Fernando, Daniela, Luis Antonio. I'm missing Gabriela. I think I'm missing Gabi, Daniela, Gabriela, right? Natalia is done. Jessica, where is Jessica? Eduardo, I'm missing Wilson. ¿Dónde está Wilson? Estoy buscando aquí. Ernesto tampoco lo veo. And Jessica, please. Okay, I'm going to go back and check again. I'm always going to be checking because I really want you to do the practice now. If there is a mistake, if there's something that might happen, it might be a mistake from the platform, it might be a mistake from me, from the book, from one of the attempts, anything. We can try to fix it now, okay? Now, while you are done, I'm gonna have to move on to the next activity, okay? So that was Grammar Bank 1A and 1B. And now there's something else. There's a reading activity. But in here, as you can see, it's too small. So it's really hard to read. So I'm gonna show you my slides, which is gonna make it easier for you to read and to answer the questions, okay? So in here. So in here, the reading is a little bit bigger, right? Not too big as I wish, but bigger than what it is going to be in Moodle, right? So this is about airports, again, about traveling and about airports. So this is an article about different airports around the world, not just in one country, but they're talking about what makes them different and what makes them special according to the country where they are located, okay? So Natalia, can you start reading? If it's too small, I can always cut. This is what I do. I crop the picture and I try to make it bigger so it might be easier to read. This is what I usually do with the pictures. Like this. Okay. Let me know if it's easier now so you can read.
Yes.
Okay.
Top airports in the world. For many people, airports are a nightmare. Long queues when you check in and go through security, and an even longer wait if your flight is delayed. But there are some airports where you can actually enjoy yourself.
Mhm.
All good airports have excellent facilities for business people and
Yes.
children.
Mhm.
Free Wi-Fi, restaurants, cafes, and shops. But the best airports have much more.
Okay.
Continue.
Let me just summarize. There's some words which are highlighted in yellow.
Okay.
So you will have to pay attention to these words. They might be new for you. They might not be new. If we talk about, these are information about different airports, right? In each airport, any airport, you have to go through security. So what is security? Where they check your belongings, where they check if you are bringing a gun, and they ask you to pass like this and then turn to the back, and they use this scan. There's a special kind of devices so they can scan your body, so they make sure that if you are not bringing any guns or anything dangerous, and that is security, right? All of them are different, and they have excellent facilities. Facilities are a special kind of different additional features or additional services or additional places where you can enjoy, as it says, it could be for business people, it could be for family, for children. So if you're traveling with a baby, they have a special, the facility is a special place. It might be next to a restroom or a bathroom. They have a special bathroom for women who are carrying babies, for example. And that's a special place where you can change your baby's diaper if you have a baby, right? So they have different additional places or additional services for different kind of people. Those are facilities. So, but the best airports have much more. So they go beyond just facilities and security and flights. Okay, Natalia, you can keep reading. What about the Singapore airport?
Okay. Singapore Airport is paradise for flower lovers, as it has an indoor orchid garden. It also has a rooftop swimming pool and a free sightseeing tour for people who have at least 5 hours to wait for their connecting flight.
Wow.
If
So
you
I'm sorry.
if you like computer games, you'll never be bored at Hong Kong International Airport. There are dozens of free PlayStation all over the terminals. It's also good for people with no sense of direction. There are airport ambassadors in Red Coast who help you to get from one place to another. Seoul Airport is the place to relax. You can go to the hairdresser and have beauty treatments or a massage. Sport fans can also play golf at there. A 72-hole golf course.
Wow.
Munich Airport
Mhm.
helps to keep passengers entertained with a 60-seat cinema and non-stop films. There is also free coffee and tea near all the seating areas
Wow.
and lots of free magazines and newspaper.
Mhm.
If you worry about your health and like to be near medical service at all the times, Osaka Airport in Japan is the perfect place to wait, as it has a dentist and doctor's surgery. And for
Wow.
people with animals, there is even a pet hotel. Wow.
Wow. Amazing.
If you have a long wait between flights at Zurich Airport in Switzerland, you can rent day rooms with their own bathroom and kitchen and wake up clothes service. So you can have a shower and then sleep peacefully until you have to board your flight.
Wow, this is amazing. I didn't know this. And I thought Jose Joaquin de Olmedo was a big airport, but this is nothing. So according to the reading, these are like amazing and like out of this world airports. They have everything you can imagine, from a flower garden in Singapore to PlayStation terminals in Hong Kong. So if you want to play, there's dozens of free PlayStations all over the terminals. So for the game lovers, right? Players. So in Seoul's airport, there's a place to relax. If you want to have your hair done or to have a massage, even if you want to play golf, there's a golf course inside the airport. This is crazy. At Munich, they entertain you with cinema. So they even have a movie theater and coffee and magazines. But at Osaka's airport, Japan, they even have a doctor and a dentist. And even if you have a pet, they have a hotel for your pet. So not even for you. At Zurich, you can rent. So they have like a hotel inside the airport. So if you need to stay for the night, you can rent a hotel with a bathroom and kitchen. So they have everything. So this is amazing. So these are the questions. What is your nearest airport? Where are you living now? What is it like? And what can you do while you're waiting for a flight? What about in Jose Joaquin de Olmedo, for example? Do they have a hotel for pets? No. Do they have a medical office or a dentist? I think they don't. And do they have a hotel inside the airport? I think they don't. Do they have PlayStation like facilities so people can play their favorite game? I think they don't have it. So we don't even have all of these facilities, all of these additional services, right? So we're gonna answer to some questions about these airports. And the first one is, which is the best airport if you have a medical problem? A ver, aquí ayúdenme. Let's do it in here.
Osaka.
Okay, let's do it in here. So when we go to Moodle, it will be really fast. So if you have a medical problem, the best airport to visit or to be, it would be the Osaka airport in, where is Osaka? In Japan, right? But the name of the airport is called Osaka's airport. So we can add that information in here. And I already added the names on a separate place next to the questions. I already add how are they written, so you don't have to go through the spelling or think how do you write the names. But anyway, they're already given in the reading, right? So there's Munich, Osaka, Zurich, Hong Kong, Singapore, or Seoul. Okay. And don't forget to add your name. So Juan, if you can help me write down the name of the hotel you mentioned and your name next to it. Okay. So I know that you were working with me, that you were listening to me, that you were going, you were doing all the activities in here. Okay, you were present. This is the best way of evidence that you are working in the session, right? Okay, thank you, Natalia. If you want to watch a film, and if you're in the Munich airport, you can do it. If you want to do some sports like golf, Seoul's airport have their own, they have their own golf course, right? And what about if you have a dog and you need a place for the dog to stay the night? Okay, so which airport would be the best option? If you want to sleep between flights, thank you, Mr. Nieto, Zurich's airport would be the best place. So they will even have the chance to offer you a place to stay for the night, right? With a kitchen, everything. So if you have to cook and you don't want to buy food from the airport, which is really expensive, you can stay at their own facilities. Thank you, Wilson. If you would like to see the city between flights, okay, you can go to Singapore's airport because it has a beautiful rooftop and you have a beautiful view of the whole city, right? Good. Okay, now let's try it in Moodle. Okay, go back to Moodle. And now it should be a piece of cake. Okay, and this
Osaka is,
Osaka is Japan, I think. That was the first one.
I have a medical problem.
Yes, if you need to see a doctor, if you have an emergency, they have a medical office and a dentist too. And even if you have to go through surgery, so that is amazing. So this is quiz 5B. Read the article about the top airports in the world, and which is the best airport if you, and these are the different options. In here, they're given already, so you only have to drag the name in here, like this. See? So it will be Osaka in here, right? If you cannot drag it, you can also write it down. If you would like to see the film, a film that would be Munich, right? And this is how you keep on going. And let's see who's with me now. Okay, Luis, good. Wilson is working. Daniela, Kateshi, Natalia, and Damaris. I'm missing some people, but I'll wait. I'm gonna go back again and just let you know that we're working on quiz 5B, and this is still from unit 3A, okay?
Eso también teníamos que hacer.
Yes, this is the one about the reading. We were reading about the top airports in the world, and this is just some questions about the name of each of the airports according to their different facilities. Let me see, let me show you how the quiz looks like. That was a reading, but in here it was too small, so that's why we went back to the slides. We read, and then now you have to match these situations and which would be the best airport if you are in this situation. If you want to sleep between flights, according to the article, you can stay at the Zurich airport in Germany, and you can book a place to stay for the night. And that is this is unit 3A, and this is quiz 5B. Let me go back. And then once we are done with that quiz, I think that will be the last quiz for unit 3A. Okay, I'll show you again my slides. If they might be helpful for you, I can always show you back.
Teacher,
Yes. Here they are.
If I need to leave your dog for the weekend,
Yes.
which one?
Let me see.
One is this.
Oh, that was Osaka's airport, not Zurich. If you worry about your health, okay, that was Osaka. And
It's not
if
like
people with
Osaka.
yeah, if you have for people with animals, there is even a pet hotel. So that will be Osaka's airport in Japan.
Osaka, number 4.
Yes. Oh, it's not reading
Thank
here. I'll add it. Okay, let me write it down in here. Osaka. Wait, Osaka with K. Okay, there you go. Here it is. There you go. If there is any other information which is not added in here, but these are all the options, and these are all my beautiful students who were helping me to get that information. Okay. Now let's go back to Moodle and see how are we doing. Let's see. Okay. And this is Moodle again. Okay, let me see who's done. Luis is finished. Wilson, Daniela, Katesh is done. Natalia, Damaris, Luisito, Luis Antonio, Luis Fernando. Oh, Juan Fernando, Carlita, Wendy is done. Juan Guillermo, Juan Fernando is trying again. Okay, good. Okay. And I think that was the end of unit number 3. We're done. That was the last quiz, right? And now let me stop sharing for now. Let me go back to Moodle to give you access to unit 3B. Let me see. So we can move to unit 3B now. Give me 1 second. Unit 3B. Okay. So if you can press F5 now, and you will be able to see all the activities from unit 3B. Let me know if you can see it now. I'll show you. Okay. So now we're moving from 3A on to 3B. So this unit is called Let's Meet Again. And it is already there for you. Okay. And these are all the activities for unit 3B. Okay. Before we start, I want you to show you this. And these are dates, okay? When we are reading dates in English, there are different ways of reading a date. But it's not as in Spanish, it's different, right? So we have this date. How will you read these dates? If you have to read it, if I ask you to read, how will you do it? Damaris, what about the first one? How will you read that one?
May 3rd.
Okay, May 3rd. It could be May 3rd. It could be the 3rd day of May. It could be May 3, right? So there's different ways. That would be the first one. What about second one? Luis Cabello, how will you read this one? If I ask you to read in any text, in any book, maybe that you want to read and you find these dates. I think it's easy to understand, right? Because you can see the day the month and the year, right? So it's easy to understand. But if you have to read, you will probably say the 12th of August of 2012 or August 12, 2012 or 12th August of 2012. So there's different ways. What about December? Juliana, how will you read it? December 31, December the 31st, the 31st of December. So there's different ways, okay? But let's listen. How are they actually read?
1.61. The 3rd of May.
So how it is read? The 3rd of May. Okay, let me go back again.
1.61. The 3rd of May.
The 3rd of May. Okay, you can repeat it with me if you want, or you can do it at home as you wish.
The 12th of August,
Wait, I went too much.
The 12th of August, 2012.
Okay, how do you read it? The 12th of August, 2012. So it could be 2012 or it could be 2012. And it should be the same. Es lo mismo. Okay. One more.
The 31st of December.
How would you read this one, Ernesto? How would you read it? The 31st of. It could be December the 31st. It could be December 31. Or it could be the 31st of December. And that should be okay. But what if it's like this? 22/6. How should be read? Let me keep on going.
The 31st of December.
22 May.
The 22nd of June.
It should be the 22nd of June, because if it's number 6, it means it's June, right? Okay, good. Thank you, Carla. What about the second one, Carlita? 5/2. How should
5 of
we read?
February.
Can you say again?
5 of February.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, the 5th of February.
5th February. Yeah.
The 5th of February.
The 5th of February, because it's day number 5. It should be the 5th day of February.
The 20th of July, 1998.
Or it could be the 20th of July, 1998. So there's different ways of reading. There's many ways, but there's also different ways of writing the dates. You can write it like 3rd May, 22/6, 20th of July, but there's always different ways of reading them. Okay, now we are going to go back to these two. There's going to be a story. This is where the story begins, about Ben and Lily. I don't know if you remember the interview to the travelers. Lily was one of them. So where was she traveling to? Do you remember? From the first listening activity. Remember, there were 3 travelers, right? Olivia, Matthew, and Lily, right? ¿Sí se acuerdan? And there was this girl, and she was one of the girls. I think it was Olivia. Olivia was traveling to, where was she traveling to? Let me see, let's go back. It was, let me see, this one. These 3 people, they're travelers. So one was Lily, Olivia, and Matthew. And that is Lily, the blonde lady, okay? The blonde lady with the purple t-shirt and black pants and a jacket and a gray jacket. That one is Lily. So where was she traveling to? It's not in here, but we did it already as a quiz, remember? Where was she going to?
Budapest.
She was traveling to Budapest. And why was she traveling to Budapest? What was the reason?
She's going to a conference.
She was going to a conference, but that was the first reason. There was another reason she was going to Budapest.
Meet a ex-boyfriend. or ex-
She had already contacted a former boyfriend, an ex-boyfriend. She dated many times, many years ago. I don't know how long, but they dated before and they knew each other. So she was traveling to Budapest for the conference, but she wanted to meet him again, right? Now, the story is not ending there. The story continues in here because this is Lily and this is Ben. So Ben was Lily's ex-boyfriend, right? So in here, there's a picture of them sending messages through Facebook because she mentioned that she contacted him through Facebook, right? Remember? So they were, according to the book, they were all friends from the university. So they dated when they were in college. So we're gonna read these messages that they were sending back and forth. And let's try to see what happened first. What was the first message? And then how the conversation went, okay? So what was the first message and what was the second message when one of them replied? And then what was it? How was the interaction? What happened first and then and after? And finally, how the conversation ends, okay? So that was the first message was sent by Lily, right? Hi, Ben. Can I have a Lily? I'm not gonna be Lily. I want you to read. ¿Quién quiere ser Lily? Jessica, do you want to be Lily? So it's gonna be Lily and Ben. I need one Lily and one Ben. Jessica, no. Who wants to be Lily? Kateshi. Let me see, Daniela. No, Juliana. Okay, who's going to be Lily?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Thank you so much. So Gabby. So Gabby, you're gonna be, Kateshi, you're gonna be Lily. And I need a Ben. Wilson, you're gonna be Ben. Okay. Wilson's face. Okay, Kateshi. Well, what was the first message Lily sent to Ben?
Great. I am going to book my tickets tomorrow. And then I can let you know my flight time.
But is that number one? I think that's not the first one. What is the first one?
Hi, Ben is the first.
Hi, Ben. That's how the conversation starts, right? She said, hi, Ben.
Hi, Ben. No news from your 4A. How are things? Are you still working at Budapest University? I have a conference there next month, and I thought perhaps we could meet. I'd love to see you again, Lily.
Lily. So that was the first message, right? She was greeting him and she said, no news from you for ages. Como cuando uno dice, uy, hace años, a long time ago, for ages, for many years, that she doesn't know anything about him, right? And she asked him, how are things? How are you? Are you still in Budapest University? I think he was working in Budapest at the university. And then she said, oh, listen, I have a conference that I'm going to go next month. And I thought perhaps maybe we could meet. I'd love to see you. And that was the first message. What is Ben's reply? ¿Qué le contesta Ben, a Lily?
Really great to hear from you.
Uh-huh. Good. Can you keep reading?
Yes. Lily, great to hear from you. Yes, I'm still at the university here and it's going very well. Budapest is a wonderful city to live in. When exactly is the conference?
Uh-huh. So Ben replies, so he answers back, and he said, yes, I'm still at the university. I'm still here, right? It's wonderful. I mean, the place is wonderful. When exactly is the conference? So he wants to know when exactly is she going to go to Budapest, right? So they can meet. Okay, that will be number 2, right? So we can write it in here, number 2. Okay, let me place it in here. Okay, so that's number 2. What about number 3? What says Lily then?
It's from 30 to 17 miles, but I don't know my travel arrangements yet. What are you doing that week? Are you free anytime?
Excellent. And then she gave him the specific date she's going to so they can meet, right? But she said, I don't know my travel arrangement, my travel plans. So she doesn't have any plans, specific plans yet, because she has never been to Budapest before. So that's why she's asking him if they can meet there so he can take her to know the city, right? So she said, I don't have any travel plans yet, todavía. What are you going to do? Are you free? Because she needs to know if he's free, right? If he's going to be working, there's not gonna be a chance of meeting, right? So that would be number 3. Okay. So she's giving Ben information about her flight, about the date. And then what is Ben's response? Wilson, what do you think? ¿Qué le dice Ben? ¿Qué le responde? When she gave him the date. Her last question was, are you free anytime? ¿Está libre? So what could be Ben's response? Uh-huh. Which one, Kateshi? Which should be number 4? Or Wilson?
Sí, esa verdad, Miss.
Which one?
It's depend on the,
It depends.
Yeah.
Ajá,
it depends on the day I'm going to Vietnam.
Vienna. Ajá.
And days are which will not very
Far.
far. I'm coming back the same day in Sure when can pick and time book for both of books.
For both of us, okay? So he said, I'm going to Vienna one day that week, but it's not far. No está tan lejos. But I'm coming back on the same day. So he's going to Vienna, but then he's back. So I'm sure we can find a time so we can both, so the two of them, Lily and Ben, can spend time together. So this would be number
5. No,
number 4. 4, right? Okay, good. So what should be number 5? Mr.
Read.
Nieto, what do you think? Natalia, Juliana, Daniela, Ernesto, what do you think? Luis Cabello, what should be number 5? Which one? We have 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Lily, agreed. I am going to book my tickets tomorrow, and then I can let you know my flight times.
Good. So then Lily said, great, I'm going to book my tickets. So she's going to buy the tickets now that she knows that he's free. And then I can let you know when my flight times. So the flight number and the hour she's going to be arriving to Budapest, the time and everything. So this should be number 5, right? And then what about number 6? And when does Ben reply?
Ben, okay, why don't you phone me later?
Okay, good. Can you keep reading? Okay, said Ben. And then? I think you were reading, Gabby. Can you keep reading? Gabby. I don't know if it was Gabby or Natalia. Oh,
Oh, me.
yes, you.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Okay, why don't you phone me near the time at the end of April? Then we can fix a day and a time to meet. I know a great restaurant.
Okay, so now they're almost, we're almost there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and finally 6, right? So this is Ben's reply. He said, okay, so now that he knows that she's going to be traveling, okay, why don't you phone me? Give me a phone call when it's close to the traveling time, right? So then we can fix a day and a time to meet. And he's also suggesting a good restaurant they can go to, right? And then what was the end of the conversation? Number 7. What should be number 7?
Number 7 is fantastic. I can't wait.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Es que, como que, I'm very happy, right? Like I'm counting the days. 7. And that is number 7. And that's it. So this is their conversation. And now this conversation becomes a quiz. Okay. But now it will be very easy. And I believe most of you are already trying it already. But I wanted you to read first. And this is the same conversation. And this is where the numbers should go, right? So we know now what was the first message, and then second message, third message, fourth message, fifth message, sixth message, and seventh message. I think number 1 is done. So we only have to type the other numbers, okay? Now you try it. You try it on your own. Since this is done, let me go back to results and see who's done. Okay, Jessica, good. You can try again, Jessica. Don't worry. Luis is done. Kateshi, good. Carlita. Daniela también. Okay, she's done. Ernesto, Damaris, Wilson, Gabby, and Natalia. I think I'm missing Wendy here. Where is Wendy? I'm missing Wendy. I'm missing Ernesto. Where is Ernesto? Jessica. Tampoco la veo aquí.
Teacher,
no,
disculpe, que
Jessica,
tuve un
she's right
problema
on.
y tuve que moverme del computador, entonces me conecté desde el celular.
Okay.
Pero, ajá, ¿qué actividad era esa?
This
Disculpe.
is activity, this is 1B.
1B.
From unit 3B.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll give you some time, okay? I'll give you time now so everyone can finish. Okay, let's see. Okay, ¿cómo vamos? 3B. Okay. And this is 1B, right? That's the one we're trying now. By now, most of you are done. Ernesto, you can try again. Don't worry if you made a mistake on the first attempt. You can always go back. Actually, I'll show you how it should be, in how the number should go, right? Well, let me see. Oh, this is how the number should go. That was the first message, and then that was the first reply from Ben. And then when Lily is specific about the dates she's going to be traveling to, and then what Ben replies back on the 4 message. And then finally, she said that she's going to buy the tickets now that she knows that he's free, right? And then he said, yes, okay, sure, let me know when you're coming, so we can fix a date and time. And then finally she says, yes, fantastic, I can't wait. She's very happy, okay? Now, that was 1B. There's something else, but I'm not going to show you that. And don't try it in Moodle yet. I want you to go to the slides, because this is about some vocabulary phrases that we might use when talking about plans, okay? When you were talking with a friend, maybe someone we used to date, or maybe someone we know, it could be a relative, it could be anyone. These are some useful phrases, okay? And these phrases were words highlighted in the text, in the conversation. So let me show you again. Remember that I told you that there were some highlighted words. So the words were fix, for ages, perhaps, both, arrangements, and am still. Okay, so what they all have a meaning, okay? So, and these are the phrases we usually use when having a conversation with a friend, right? These are informal expressions. Okay, so now let's try to find and guess the meaning, okay? So we're gonna match the highlighted words and phrases to their meaning. So what means for a long time? What could be the meaning? When Lily sent the first message and she said, oh, no news from you from ages. So it's been a long time. I don't know anything about you. So for a long time, in informal speaking, it means for ages. So in here, we can write it down. I will do the first one. So in here, for ages. Wait, ages. We haven't spoken for ages. We haven't seen each other for ages, for many, many years. That means for a long time. Okay, so now let's go back. Definite plans for the future. Let's go back. When Lily told Ben, I don't know my travel arrangements yet. So I don't have any plans yet. That's why she was asking him if he was free so they can meet and they can explore, they can go out, they can go for dinner. So travel arrangements, it means she didn't have any definite plans for the future. She didn't have any specific plans. So that is number 2. Okay. And then number 3, when he said, yes, I'm still at the university. I'm still working at the university. He might be a teacher, I don't know. But he said, oh, great to hear from you, Lily. I'm still at the university. It means that he continues to be working at the university. So that will be number 3. Okay, and number 4, when number 4, let me see, maybe. So what means maybe? A synonym or another word that might be used for instead of maybe, perhaps, maybe. I thought maybe we could meet. Ella le sugería, ¿no? Maybe, tal vez podríamos encontrarnos, que no era seguro yet. So he said perhaps. So perhaps means maybe. Ujú. Aquí hay que corregir. Ajá, we can correct it in here now. The two. The two, what means the two? Two people. Or if we say Kateshu and me, we can both read. So there's the two of you. He said, we can find a time that is good for both of us. So they can set a time that they might both be free, right? The two of them. So that means that the meaning of the two is both. Good. Thank you, Wilson. We can just move the words a little bit to the right. Yeah, you can make the letters a little bit smaller so you can fix it in the within the space. Thank you, Damaris. And then for to decide, then they said, let me see. We can fix, then we can fix a day so we can decide on which day we can meet, right? And we can decide if it's going to be on a Sunday or Saturday or a Monday night, evening, afternoon. So they have to fix it. They have to decide when it would be the right time to meet. Okay, good. Good. Now we can try it in Muru, right? Now that we're completely sure that everything is correct. I'm still, let me see. Let me move this still. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second. The word still. Perhaps it's fine. Okay, arrangements. Okay, arrangements and fix a day is fine. Thank you, Kateshi. Okay, now let's go back to Muru. Okay. And that is quiz. Let me see which quiz is this one. That would be number 1D, I believe. I'll show you now. 1D. So quiz 1B is done, right? Their Facebook conversation. And then this is 1D. Okay. Okay. I am sharing the screen, right, Kateshi? ¿Sí se ve lo que estoy compartiendo? Can you see it? 1D. I think you can, right? Let me know in the chat. Because I'm sure. Okay, I'm sharing now. Sometimes I forget. Okay, and this is quiz 1D, and it's called match the words and phrases to their meaning. Okay, so these are different expressions. Thank you, Natalia. So these are different expressions used when talking to someone, when planning or fixing or doing traveling or plan arrangements. So, and here now you can fix it too. Yeah. For a long time, for ages, right? Definite plan for the future, arrangements. I continue to be, I'm still working, I'm still here, I'm still dancing, I'm still learning, something that I keep on doing. Maybe, perhaps, the two, both of us, and fix a day. They should decide or fix a day to meet. And that's it. See? So it should be easier now. Okay, I knew it. Okay, I'll give you 1 more minute so you can finish that one so we can move. Let me see, there's something else to be done. See? But I think most of you are done, right? I think that was easy. Okay. Now we have to listen to something. Let me see. We have to listen to their conversation. And this is going to be interesting. Okay, I'll show you their conversation now. Okay. Let me show you my slides first. And this is what comes after. After they have finally decided to meet, right? Lily, when she's actually then at Budapest, when she arrives to Budapest, now she's going to call him, right? She's going to let him know that she's already in Budapest so they can meet, right? So Lily phones Ben and leave him a message because maybe he wasn't at home, so she left a message. Listen and complete her flight details. He told Lily when she's already in Budapest to give him a call and let him know her flight number so maybe he can go to the airport to pick her up, right? Now she's going to be calling him to give him this information. So this is the airline, it's called EasyJet. The reservation number is 15CS2L, right? This is how you read it. When is the departure flight? So going out, and this is the code of the flight. All of the flights have a code, EZY4587, but we don't have the date. We have the flight number, but not the date. When it's going to be leaving London, it's going to be leaving London Gatwick at 11:10. But when is it going to be arriving to Budapest? That information is missing, so we have to listen. When is she coming back to London? This is her flight number, EZY4588, but we don't know the date. And we know she's going to be leaving Budapest, but we don't know what time. But we know she's going to be arriving back at London, Gatwick at 6:10 p.m. Did she make any reservation? Yes, she had a reservation for 6 nights, but we don't know the name of the hotel. So we have to go back to Moodle and find out about this missing information, okay? So let's go back to Moodle so we can listen, okay? Okay, so this is quiz 1E. Lily is going to phone Ben and give some important information about her flight, number, dates, and times. Okay, and this is the audio.
1.62.
Hi. Sorry I can't take your call. Please leave a message.
Hi, Ben. It's me, Lily. I hope you're okay. I've booked my flight and hotel. I'm coming on Sunday the 2nd of May. I couldn't get a flight on the 1st. I'm flying from Gatwick with EasyJet, and I'm arriving at Budapest Airport at 14:40. I'm going back on Saturday the 8th, leaving at 16:35. I'm staying at a lovely old hotel, quite a famous one, I think. It's called the Hotel Gellert or Gellert. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's Gellert. I'm sure you know it. I'll call you on Sunday night when I get there. See you soon. I'm really looking forward to seeing you again.
Okay, so now she's giving specific information about her flight, dates of arrival, and the name of the hotel. But we have to complete that information on the quiz. Before we complete that information on the quiz, let's go back to the slides. So we try to complete it on the slides, okay? Okay, this is where we are. So she called Ben and she gave some specific information. When is she arriving to Budapest? She gave him the date. Did you grab that information? So we have to listen. We can listen again if you want, I have no problem. May.
Sometimes I combine.
Yeah, the 2nd of May. Okay. So that's when she's arriving to Budapest. Time, she gave him the time. Did you grab the time? Hour and minutes. Okay, so we need arrival at Budapest, date and time. And then when is she leaving Budapest and going back to London? And the name of the hotel. Okay, let's go back again. 2nd of May. Good. Good. I didn't grab the name of the hotel, but it starts with the letter G. I think she said G-E-L-L-E-R-T. I'm not quite sure. Okay, but let's go back. Let's go back to Moodle and let's listen again. Okay, vamos a escuchar de nuevo. No problem. Okay, vamos. But let's try to get that specific information. Let's go back again.
1.62.
Hi, this is Ben West. Sorry I can't take your call. Please leave a message.
Hi, Ben. It's me, Lily. I hope you're okay. I've booked my flight and hotel. I'm coming on Sunday, the 2nd of May. I couldn't get a flight on the 1st.
Okay, so when is she arriving? She's arriving on Sunday, 2nd of May, right? That is the date when she's arriving finally at Budapest. What time?
I'm flying from Gatwick with EasyJet.
Gatwick.
And I'm arriving at Budapest Airport at 14:40.
Okay, when is she arriving to Budapest? What time?
14
and 40 seconds, 40 minutes, right? 14:40. Okay, and then?
I'm going back on Saturday, the 8th, leaving at 16:35.
Okay, so when is she going back? She's staying just for 6 days. So she's arriving on May the 2nd, and then she's leaving on 6 days. 2 plus 6. If she's arriving on the 2nd and she's staying 6 days, when is she leaving?
Saturday, 8th.
Saturday, the 8th of May. She's just staying for 6 days. That's it. So she's leaving on Saturday, the 8th of May. When is she staying? I mean, where is she staying? I'm sorry.
At a lovely old hotel. Quite a famous one, I think. It's called the Hotel Gellert or Gellert. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's G-E-L-L-E-R-T. I'm sure you know it.
Okay, so what is the name of the hotel? How do you spell it? G. She's staying just for 6 nights at the hotel. And the name of the hotel is Gellert. So it's spelled like this. G-E-L-L-R-E-T. Gellert Hotel. That's the name of the hotel.
I'll call you on Sunday night when I get there. See you soon. I'm really looking forward to seeing you again.
Okay. Let's read
1.62.
one more time. Let's listen.
Hi, this is Ben West. Sorry I can't take your call. Please leave a message.
Hi, Ben. It's me, Lily. I hope you're okay. I've booked my flight and hotel. I'm coming on Sunday, the 2nd of May. I couldn't get a flight on the 1st. I'm flying from Gatwick with EasyJet. And I'm arriving at Budapest Airport at 14:40. I'm going back on Saturday, the 8th, leaving at 16:35.
So when is she leaving? When is at what time she's leaving? On the 8th of May? She said the time. 16 hours and how many minutes? I think she said 35, right? Okay.
staying at a lovely old hotel, quite a famous one, I think. It's called the Hotel Gellert or Gellert. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's Gellert.
Gellert.
I'm sure you know it.
Mhm.
I'll call you on Sunday night when I get there. See you soon. I'm really looking forward to seeing you again.
Okay, so that's the information she's giving to Ben. Okay, now you try it. If you miss the first one, you can always go back. How many nights is she staying? How many days? When is she leaving? We can go back to the slide, so maybe we can try it in here. So everybody can help. Thank you, Natalia. I think Natalia is working on it. Okay, so this is the information we already have. The 2nd of May, what time is she arriving? She's arriving at 14:40 at Budapest from London. She's traveling with EasyJet, that's the name of the airline. And when is she going back? So she's actually going back on the 8th of May. 8th of May. This is when she's going back. And when is she going back? What time? She's leaving at, she even gave him the time, right? So maybe by the time she has to go back, he can take her to the airport too. 16:35. So she's arriving on Sunday, May the 2nd, and she's leaving on Saturday, the 8th of May at 16:45. And there you go. That's when she's leaving Budapest. The name of the hotel is called Gellert. Gellert. And now we got it. We should be ready. Okay, now let's go back to Moodle. I think we're done with that quiz. You see, okay. Carlita again, Gaby is working, Juan, Guillermo, Jessica, and Wilson. Where is Wilson? Gaby, Daniela, Wilson is working, Natalia, Wendy, okay. Wendy, you can try again. Oh, she's trying again. Damaris, where is Jessica? And Jocelyn, where is Jocelyn? Jocelyn, no la veo. Just to let you know, we are on Unit 3B. I'll show you again. This is where we are, just in case. Unit 3B. And we are listening to a conversation between Ben and Lily. And we are filling up some information about her flight to Budapest, where she's planning to meet her friend, okay? And her friend's name is Ben. So she called Ben to give him a very, very specific information about, first they contact through Facebook, and then now she's calling him to let him know when is she leaving Budapest and what time, and where is she going to stay, at which hotel, okay? And this is where we are. We are on Unit 1E, right here. Okay, Lily phones Ben and leaves him a message. Listen and complete her flight details. Okay, Gaby, good. Juan Guillermo, Gaby, Daniela. Okay. Okay, good. Daniela, good. Wendy, Natalia, Kateshi. Okay, Kateshi's trying again. And Luis. Okay, I'll give you 2 more minutes, okay? So we can finish. So we're gonna stop in here. We're gonna stay up to Unit 3B, practice 1E. This is going to be the last quiz for today, okay? See if you're done. Okay, I think Luis, did you try it again? Luis Nieto. I think Luis hasn't tried.
Oh, yo lo repetí, mijo, ahorita.
Okay.
Es que
I'm
debe haber
checking.
mal antes.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, that's why I'm always giving you two attempts. Damaris. Okay. But I think most of you are done, right? Most of you. Okay, so we're gonna stop in here. Okay, let me stop sharing my screen. And let's see. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna ask you to do any assignments for tomorrow, since tomorrow we have a class too. So we still have to wake up early in the morning, but we have managed to finish 3A and half of 3B. So we still have to go through the grammar section, and then we're gonna be moving to vocabulary and to writing, okay? We are going to be talking about writing an email. So this is going to be really, really important. When you have to go through the final exam, there's going to be a writing section. So you will be asked to write about something. It might be an email, it might be a letter, but we have to practice in the sessions. So by the time you have to do it on the exam, you are ready to do it, okay? So we're gonna keep working on Unit 3B and writing, and then Unit 3C. But that is going to be happening tomorrow, okay? So let's stop the